Hello, beautiful people. So I just packed up the dogs and we're heading over to the Airbnb to meet the air guy because he's got to fix something. So anyways, this guy's on my ass behind me and I don't appreciate it. Alright, anyways, really what I want to talk about today is, listen, hear me out. So there's a difference between operating between your heart space and your ego, okay? Because there's obviously light and dark in this world. We're operating, the whole world is a battle of good versus evil, light and dark, right? It's obvious. There's good and bad. There's right and wrong, okay? So when you're operating out of your heart space, obviously, that's the place of love. That's where you operate from a place of love for people. Like honest, true, pure, authentic, just genuine love for people. And you do things because of the kindness of your heart, because you really do want a better world. You really do want people to be better. Like you just want kindness and compassion. And I was even just noticing the other day, like, this world has gotten so weird where you don't even smile at someone that smiles at you. Like, how do you not smile back at someone that smiles at you? Like, it's a effing smile, okay? I'm going to try to watch my language on here because I don't know, like, if I ever were to get monetized, which would be great and helpful for me. But, you know, it's like, I think they've got a lot of rules and stuff about things like that, but I don't know why I'm blurry. All right. So anyways, so when you're operating out of your heart space, you just want love for the planet. And it's just crazy to me that people don't smile at each other. Like, what is wrong? It's like everyone's looking at each other and assessing each other and judging each other and like assessing for a threat or something. It's like, what kind of a threat are you going to be, right? Guys, my knee has got it, okay? My knee's got it. I'm just going straight, so it's fine. I talk with my hands. Oh, boy. Probably, hopefully, no one will see that anyways, but okay, anyways. So, everyone's just always assessing for a threat, assessing for damage, okay? Now we're stopped anyways, so. But we're always, like, it's just crazy. This world's just gotten so crazy. It's like, come on, like, be human, be kind. But so really the point I wanted to make is of how you act when you operate out of your heart space versus your head space, okay? Which is your ego. So, heart space, you know, you just are authentic and true, and you know that you can't help anyone until you help yourself first, right? So, the ego is like, okay, yeah, you like say you want to help people and you say you're for all these causes and you're operating out of your ego when you're doing that. Like when you're pointing out the fact how you're such a good person because you're doing these things for someone else, because you're doing these things basically because you want recognition. You're trying, you know, like you want the recognition for being for all these causes and wanting to do, you know, good things for people. But the funny thing I noticed is, first of all, people that acquire wealth from their ego, they have a hard time holding on to it. And they're a lot of times the stingiest people when it comes down to actually helping that person in front of you that needs the help. Like, you say you care about people and you care so much, but here's this person in front of you that actually needs help, but, you know, you don't help them. Or even like with tipping, like they're the stingiest people even when it comes to tipping. Like, you know, and when you're operating out of your heart space, like, you just don't run around. First of all, you know that you can't help anyone until you help yourself first. And there's nothing wrong with putting yourself as a priority. You have to put yourself as a priority. Because otherwise, I mean, it's just such common sense to me, but I don't see why people don't get it. But it's like, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give anything if you don't have anything to give, because you're so busy trying to care about all these causes and put all these other people first and neglecting yourself and your own needs, that you have nothing to give. You're completely depleted emotionally, physically, financially, everything. So to me, it's common sense that, and you can't let people make you feel bad when you do put yourself first, because you have to. You literally have to. How are you going to help anyone else when you are struggling and you're the one that needs the help? And guess what? When you're the one that needs the help, nobody's going to be there to help you. All these people that tell you they care about people and are for all these causes, but when you actually need the help, they're not going to be there to help you. They're not going to be there to help you. Okay? So it's just like so hypocritical. It's just such a hypocritical, really, thing to do. But okay, and I'm not trying to get on here and be judgmental. I'm not trying to be, I'm really not. I just want to try to bring to light the difference of when you're operating, like even when you say you help people, first of all, just saying that you like to help people is operating out of your ego, because the people that are actually out there helping people aren't running around talking about it. They're not running around telling everybody all the people they helped and all the things they're doing and all the causes they're in. Like, that's not the first thing. That's not anything they would bring up unless it gets brought up. That's not something they're out there shoving in people's faces. Like, look how good I am. I'm for this cause. I'm for that cause. Look how all these people I helped. When in reality, they're not helping anyone, and the person in front of them that needs the help, they don't help, and they're the worst tippers. And it's like, those are the people that, are operating. The point is, the bigger picture, because this is really just a bigger picture of being aware and being self-aware of when you are operating out of a place of, are you operating from your heart space, which is love, right? Or your head space, which is ego, which is not good. Like, the ego is just not a good place to be. And I feel like, because the ego wants to protect you. The ego's job is survival, and it wants to protect you at all costs. So, I mean, okay, that's like your basic survival skills. It's like basic survival, which is good in a way, but when you get, past that and to another level, getting into the spiritual side of things, just the ego, you can't have the ego, You should just be operating from your heart space. I'm not saying we don't need ego sometimes, okay? But really, it would be just a wonderful world, wouldn't it? If what a wonderful world. But it would be a wonderful world if people could all operate out of their heart space. I think we'd have peace on earth. Peace. That was peace on earth. But I don't know. That was just my message. That was just my thoughts for today. It's like, I just want people to be self-aware and more self-aware. And I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. I'm just saying, I'm really not. I'm not trying to come in here and be judgmental or talk bad about anybody. I'm just saying, if you notice yourself operating out of ego, if this sounds familiar, if this sounds like you and things that you do, then just start being aware of that and doing some self-reflection, and just, start looking into things. Maybe start looking into, some things you can do to help get yourself into your heart space, which things like meditation, like yoga, stuff like that. Just meditation's really a good one, actually. Just meditation. Start there. Just start there. 5 minutes meditation a day. And you can do a guided meditation to start if you don't know where to start. And sometimes it's good just to sit in silence, just complete silence, and just let your intuition and let whatever needs to come through. But yeah, that was just my thoughts today as I was getting ready. I'm just like, man, there's just such a divide in the world right now. Like, just such a battle. I feel like it's just such a battle. Like, the good and evil, right and wrong, love and hate. It's just like, why all the hate? Why the divide? Like, the only thing you can do is worry about yourself, really. Keep yourself on track. Keep yourself in a sound mind, state. Calm, peaceful. You can't get anywhere when your emotions are everywhere and you're overreacting, and it's like you just have to keep yourself in a peaceful internal state, which is where meditation and everything come in. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's really what my thoughts were. So I don't know. If I think of something later, maybe I'll come back. But I'm almost to the house anyway. So all right, I love you guys. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if this resonated with you in the comments. And if you like this kind of content, like or subscribe or whatever, it's just whatever you want to do. Whatever you feel called to do, whatever your little heart desires. So I've got the puppies with me because they're my sidekicks and they go everywhere with me. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, love you. Bye.